Guys, it's Gus. And are you feeling a little disappointed right now with the game? Well, you're not the only one. A lot of players are. Way more than one. I would argue possibly the majority are. And this is three strikes in 1 week. I just can't believe how many decisions are being done to purposefully drive players away. Um, let's first talk about the Astro Lockbox. What a major F up. And here's the worst part is they didn't fix it. They actually threw egg in the face of everybody who got the Astro Lockbox. So, as you all know, let's go. I probably me having the one listed right here. Just a sec. The Astro Lockbox. When you get this, you have a chance of getting a Crystalline Warhorse account legendary, a Mystagogue account legendary, and then a bunch of other companions as well that are epic. Well, the problem is that when we were getting open the Astral Lock boxes and getting many of these things, they they were bind on pickups. So as soon as you got them, you couldn't do anything with. Well, you could use them, but if you already had it, you were done. You couldn't sell it. This is the first time a lockbox has ever had a bound companion amount, if I'm not mistaken. It was obviously a mistake. So they fixed it on yesterday's patch note. They say now, whenever you open an Astro Lockbox, the Mystagogue account will be bind on equip. So you can sell it. Well, guess what? I know I saw 50, 100, 200 times a day the message flash across the screen. So and so has acquired a Mystagogue account from the Astro Lockbox. Well, check this out. So we got the Gift Yankee. By the way, anybody who bought these, they've already gone up very nicely. These were down to 3 million. Well, let's look at this. Mist Mystagogue. Check this out. Yeah, you see any legendary ones? That's right, because they didn't fix it. They fixed people who opened the future boxes, but the hundreds upon hundreds of people who got it when they opened the boxes before Thursday didn't get their mystagogs fixed. So they are stuck millions of diamonds they lost. Let's just say, let's put a value on it, right? A normal one, 900K. You think a legendary would go for 2 million? Yeah, I think that's a very conservative number. Could easily go for 3 or 4. It could go for 1 million as well, but let's just say 2 million. Well, I know in one day I saw Mystagogue pop across the screen at least 50 times. At least. No doubt in my mind. And if anybody doesn't know me, um, on I've posted the first day the Astro Lockboxes came out. I came out with an estimate of how many Astro Lockboxes were open by writing down every single amount that popped on the screen. It was crazy, and people were like, "Wait, this is this is actually a really good estimate." I'm like, "Yeah, unless somebody's got something better." But anyways, besides the point, let's just say 2 million each and 50 a day. Okay, let's say 30 of these were popped a day. So that's uh 20 times 7 would be 140 times 2 mil. Wait, if there was 30 of these a day for 7 days, that's 210 times 2 million would be 420 million Astro Diamonds that players lost out on just on the Mystagogue. That's not including all the comps amounts that were also messed up, i.e., the Crystalline Warhorse, and I believe there was another companion. But the 420 million, and that's just on PS4. I imagine all three platforms had the same issue. Easily a billion Astral Diamonds were wasted because of this mess up. And guess who's not fixing it? Yeah, I know. We all know who's not fixing it. They 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 swindled players at over a billion Astral Diamonds. It was their mess up. This is pretty shady practice. You got to really be careful with this company. I've said it before. Until they start showing any sign that they're trustworthy and they're worthy of you putting money in this game because you trust it to be a long-term investment, don't do it. And this is just yet another major F up of how badly, poorly this game. I'm not going to be saying it's ran bad because I don't play any other game. So I don't know how much worse it can get. But to me, from my point of view on this one game, it seems like this isn't just an oversight. This was purposeful neglect. I mean, that's pretty messed up. So I also said it. I showed a video showing that that artifact gives 45% um, crit. Uh, who cares? That's like saying I'm gonna give you a thousand. I'll give you a bag that has 10,000 slots. Everyone would be like, "Yay!" But the only thing it can hold is white pearls. It's utterly useless, right? Nobody would remove a inventory backspace just to have a bag that could hold white pearls, even though it holds 10,000. It sounds great. Well, first of all, you have to have that artifact at epic, which means you can only cast it like every 2 minutes. In order to get its full effect, you have to be running around at 45% crit. Who's going to run around at 45% crit for a minute and 45 seconds just to have 15 seconds of uptime? Besides, the artifact is garbage. The set is garbage. There was, okay, fix it. But if you're going to fix it, why don't you fix the bigger stuff first? The stuff that players are wasting diamonds on. Oh, I don't know, like the Harper Bard. I, I spent money on it. I spent uh, 150, 120 plus like 340 comp tokens on that. That's a lot of resources. Most players can't afford to lose that many resources and get nothing out of it. I can. That's why I did it for science. I was making that video to show potentially how good of a buff it is, not to waste comp tokens, but that was the end result. They could have fixed that, but nope. They're we keep hearing understaffed, right? Under resourced. Well, if you have staff, you have limited staff, are you going to point them to fix stuff that needs to be fixed or stuff that has no effect on the game? Like the 45% crit artifact that is utterly useless. I tried to think of some minute scenario where it would benefit a player, and I couldn't find a single one. That's how utterly useless it was. It could have said 10,000 crit. That's how 45%, 10,000%. It didn't matter. You can't go over 90. So it, it just shows to me they're not understaffed. They're not under resourced. If they have staff that can fix useless bugs and not fix bugs that are costing players resources, yeah, that means they have plenty of time. Uh, so that was strike number one with the Astro Lockbox. So strike number two is well documented. I just had my 40th trouble ticket denied, and I had my 41st trouble ticket submitted last night. I already know the answer because I'm 0 for 40, so I'm about to be 0 for 41. But I'm going to read you part of this trouble ticket. And the problem is if we have no support in this game, because this game does have bugs, if we have no support in this game, why would you put money in a game who doesn't support you? I don't get it. That's another reason not to trust them. I said I got these unopened Astral Lockboxes. Unopened, which means I haven't used them. I want a refund because they're broken. Who would you sold me a defective product? I want my money back. It's not like I'm returning medicine or cigarettes that have been opened and tampered with, right? I'm returning an unopened product. I just want a refund. They said in bold, the bind status of the companion is actually an intended feature. Holy shit. I got this the day the patch notes came out yesterday. My response was in bold, intended feature. I said, did you not read today's patch notes? Here, I copy and pasted it for him. And then I said they must be new because they put the blame on me. They said, uh, are an intended action by you, the player. Me buying those Astro Lockboxes was an intended action by me, the player. Of course, it was an intended action. That's why I bought them. My intended action was not to buy a defective product. So they put the blame on me for buying their defective product. This help desk is not only not helpful, it will make you pull your hair out. They will put you down. I'm reading it too. They will put you down for asking you for help. This is a known bug. It's in the patch notes. This isn't my opinion. This isn't me saying it's not fair. This is them saying we fixed the problem we created. Yeah. Well, you didn't fix the problem. You didn't refund the billions that were lost because of this bug. Strike number two. Strike number three. Agree to disagree. This is the second worst mod ever. And this isn't based off of gameplay or nerfs or class balancing. Mod 21 was the worst because it wasn't a mod. Mod 21 took away from the game. It didn't add anything to the game. So Mod 21 was the worst mod. Mod 23 is the second worst mod because there is no content. There is no new content. Fighting this dragon is not content. It's a repetitive quest. It's a repetitive instance. Some could argue the reworked Master Tiamat trial is part of the mod. Well, I don't think it is because when they reworked demo, it wasn't part of a mod. They just did it in the game. So I don't think reworking a dungeon is a new mod. It's just a rework that happened to coincide with a new mod. That trial's almost dead on arrival, by the way. There are some players who want to do it purely for the challenge, to say they did it, to know that they can best the game. But the problem is there's not enough people wanting to run it to get enough people to form groups in many places. I'm fortunate. I'm in a very active alliance. I don't think most alliances are as fortunate. Uh, so the double, triple whammy, the empty mod. People say, you know, what's that one with the mod with the talking guy, the money heist. They say that was the worst mod. Yeah, it was annoying, but it had content. I actually enjoyed it because I made a fortune off of that because I bought the campaign buyout that everybody said not to buy, but it paid a fortune because nobody bought it, even though I said you should. And but it was content. There is no content in this mod, and players are doing their 12 dragons on Monday and saying, "I'll see you all next Monday," because there's literally nothing for them to do unless they want to grind dungeons for loot, which I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing this loot rework. I know other players have a player got a Black Dragon Ion Stone from Tiamat yesterday, but maybe the loot's improved to such an extent that it makes it more worthwhile. I don't know. But this is a very sad state of the game right now. They keep shooting. I want to say they keep shooting themselves in the foot, but they keep shooting us in the foot. No support, stealing billions from the economy, not giving us any content to run. I'd be very careful with purchasing Zen right now. Stay classy, Neverwinter. See you soon.